Kuala Lumpur hit me like a shot of hot sauce, a potent mix of old and new, spicy and sweet. Towering skyscrapers scraped the sky while ancient temples huddled in their shadows. The air hummed with the din of traffic and the sizzle of street vendors. It was a city that never seemed to sleep, a place where tradition danced with modernity. I knew from the moment I stepped off the plane that this was a city with stories to tell. The humid air clung to me like a second skin as I navigated the bustling streets. The scent of spices and exhaust fumes filled my nostrils, a sensory overload that was both intoxicating and overwhelming. Kuala Lumpur was a city of contrasts, where gleaming skyscrapers cast long shadows over crumbling colonial buildings. It was a place where you could find Michelin-starred restaurants alongside street vendors hawking steaming bowls of noodles. I was here to peel back the layers of this vibrant metropolis, to discover the heart that beat beneath its chaotic surface. I wanted to taste the soul of Kuala Lumpur, to understand the people and the stories that made this city so unique. My journey would take me from the dizzying heights of the Petronas Towers to the hidden alleyways of Chinatown. I was ready to get my hands dirty, to eat my weight in street food, and to lose myself in the energy of this captivating city. The Petronas Towers dominated the skyline, a testament to Malaysia's ambition and progress. Gleaming silver against the azure sky, they seemed to pierce the heavens. I craned my neck to take in their full majesty, feeling dwarfed by their sheer scale. These towers weren't just buildings, they were symbols. Riding the high-speed elevator to the sky bridge was like being launched into the stratosphere. My ears popped and my stomach lurched as we shot upwards at breakneck speed. Stepping out onto the bridge, I was greeted by a breathtaking panorama of the city sprawling out beneath me. The chaotic sprawl of Kuala Lumpur stretched out in every direction, a tapestry of concrete, glass and green. I could see the serpentine curves of the Klang River glinting in the sunlight, and the lush greenery of KLCC Park providing a welcome respite from the urban jungle. The air was surprisingly clear at this height, and I felt a sense of exhilaration as I took in the panoramic view. From my vantage point high above the city, I felt a sense of awe and wonder. The Petronas Towers were more than just a feat of engineering. They were a symbol of Malaysia's aspirations, its reach for the stars. And as I gazed out at the bustling metropolis below, I couldn't help but feel a surge of excitement for the adventures that lay ahead. The humid night air hung heavy with the aroma of 1,000 spices as I plunged into the heart of Jalan Alor. This street food haven was a feast for the senses, a riot of colour, sound and smell. Plastic tables and chairs spilled out onto the narrow street, packed with locals and tourists alike, all eager to sample the culinary delights on offer. I was instantly drawn to a stall where a woman was expertly flipping what looked like flat noodles on a sizzling hot plate. "Char kway teow," she announced with a smile, her voice barely audible above the clatter of woks and the chatter of the crowd. I nodded eagerly, my mouth watering in anticipation. The dish arrived steaming hot, a fragrant medley of flat rice noodles, prawns, cockles, bean sprouts and egg, all infused with the smoky flavour of wok hei. I dug in with gusto, each mouthful an explosion of savoury, sweet and spicy flavours. I followed this with satay skewers, grilled to perfection over charcoal embers and served with a rich peanut sauce. The meat was tender and juicy, the sauce nutty and slightly sweet with a hint of chilli heat. As I wandered down the street, sampling everything from spicy curries to refreshing chendol, I realised that Jalan Alor wasn't just about the food, it was about the experience. It was about rubbing shoulders with locals, sharing a laugh over a plate of noodles, and immersing yourself in the heart and soul of Kuala Lumpur's culinary scene. Kuala Lumpur was a shopper's paradise, offering everything from high-end designer boutiques to bustling street markets. I wandered through the air-conditioned malls of Bukit Bintang, their polished floors and designer storefronts a stark contrast to the gritty charm of Jalan Alor. Here the latest fashions were on full display, and I couldn't resist browsing the racks of local and international brands. But for a more authentic shopping experience, I headed to the labyrinthine alleyways of Chinatown. Here, amidst the pungent aromas of dried seafood and traditional Chinese medicine, I found a treasure trove of souvenirs and trinkets. Silks, antiques, electronics, you name it, they had it. The air buzzed with the sound of haggling as shoppers bartered for the best prices. I watched in amusement as a group of tourists tried to negotiate the price of a silk scarf. Their attempts at speaking Mandarin met with good-natured laughter from the vendor. From the sleek modernity of Bukit Bintang to the chaotic charm of Chinatown, Kuala Lumpur's shopping scene was a reflection of the city itself, a vibrant mix of old and new, traditional and modern. Whether you were looking for the latest designer handbag or a unique souvenir to take home, Kuala Lumpur had something to offer everyone.